Hello, good morning. Today I've got with me Sarah Sweeney. Sarah, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you, Andrew? Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, appreciate it. Sarah comes from a long background in the TV industry, and she is now an entrepreneur. So, happy to have you
Oh,
join our ranks. And you are helping other entrepreneurs to create really high quality videos using equipment that they've already got. So, I'm excited to hear how that works. So, as is our tradition here, I'm going to ask you, Sarah, to give us your best elevator pitch. We'll give you about 60 seconds or less. Just imagine I just met you for the first time and said, "Hey, nice to meet you. What do you do, Sarah?"
I'm a video content strategist and I help personal brands create impact, trust, and authority on video through the comfort of their iPhones. I do this by teaching workshops, courses, and one on one trainings. And if you're in South Florida, if you're a business in South Florida, and you want to hand off your video content to someone else so you don't have to do it yourself, just call us.
Okay. All right. Very nice. You got it in 24 seconds. So
Okay.
good job. So, what I like about that is I imagine that there's quite a few entrepreneurs out there who have thought about maybe starting to produce videos for their business, but then go, "Ugh, I don't have time to like build out a whole studio and all this expensive equipment." But what you're saying is that it can actually be done with an iPhone.
That's exactly right. And we have the power in our hands to create studio quality video from the comfort of our hands. What we shoot on our iPhones, we can project in a cinema. So why not use what we already know how to use every day? Change the settings. That's exactly what I teach. How to change the settings to get the optimum quality when you upload it to social media. Because once you also upload it to social media, it gets compressed. So what's the best quality to create in order to bring out the best in you and outshine your competition? Because if you're creating crappy video and video that's not you, you're not going to outshine the competition. So you're going to be one step ahead of the game through studio quality video content that helps you build that authority online on social media.
Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. It's pretty neat to think that this thing that might be holding someone back from doing it, now you help them get over that hump in a way that's really accessible, and they can use that then to grow their business. So that's exciting. All right. Let's go on to this next little section here. I'm going to ask you three questions, and we're going to dig in a little bit more about you as a person, as well as your business and how you help people. So, you ready for the first one here?
I'm ready.
All right. So tell us a little bit about your background, your corporate experience, which I think is a pretty interesting one, and then how that led to what you're doing now.
For 14 years, I worked on television at ESPN, Univision, I already forgot, Travel Channel, Discovery Channel, all these networks, and I created television content that was seen by over 280 million households. So
Wow.
now, yeah, and then I helped the stars that you see on television. So I'm just gonna throw out some names: Barbara Walters, Dan Lebitard. I helped them shine on camera, and then I also went into this other department where I helped brands such as Disney, Amazon, Apple also shine on television. And then after I left corporate, I said, I've worked with so many personal brands and I've worked with brands to help them shine on camera. Why don't I do this for small businesses? They also deserve to outshine their competition on social media. So that's exactly what I do.
Okay, that's cool. So yeah, I think logic being that if you can help big businesses like that, then surely we can trickle down some of those skills into your regular small business owner entrepreneur then in that case.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Okay, well, good deal. So let's talk a little bit about your. Let me ask you this: how do you pronounce that last word? Is it niche or niche?
I say niche.
Niche. Okay, so you take the highbrow version. I like it. Nice. So, how did you find your niche then? In that case.
When I left corporate 3 years ago, I started really wide. I started doing digital marketing. I was like, everyone needs digital marketing. I mean, we live in a social and content world. Everyone knows. And then I
Right.
realized how people didn't understand and didn't know the different types of digital marketing. So I started closing it, narrowing it in. And then until it led me to a point where I said, when I started my business, Reels hadn't been launched.
Oh,
Instagram Reels hadn't been launched, yeah.
okay.
And then TikToks were just taking over. So I started realizing once Reels launched, I said, I have 14 years of television experience, and there's local businesses hungry to create content and to do this kind of content marketing. I'm going to focus on video content marketing. And then as I went on, I realized that other coaches were teaching how to create content, but on DSLRs and complicated equipment. I started talking to people why they weren't creating video content for their brands. Because, I mean, obviously for me, it's easy. But then I said, but you can do it on your cell phones. So a lot of people were saying they don't know where to start. They don't know what equipment. They're shy on camera, all this stuff. So then that's when I decided, I'm going to help the ones that are shy get on
Mhm.
camera and outshine their competition, and then help also personal brands create video from the comfort of iPhones, and bring this knowledge of what you only need three types of gear: your cell phone, your tripod, lights, and an extra, obviously, the microphone. So yeah.
Okay. So if am I understanding correctly then it what you're offering goes a little bit deeper. It's not just, hey, here's the settings that you need to tweak on your iPhone and you're done. But it sounds like there's almost a little bit of coaching happening here when it comes to how to present on video. Is that fair?
Yes, I was a freelance reporter before leaving corporate. I did some on camera work, so I know how to project. But there's three important things when it comes to video and speaking on camera. If you decide to go that extra mile and speak on camera, the three important things: eye contact, which helps with trust; projection, which helps with confidence; and your stance, how you manage yourself, which brings people in. If you're stiff or with your hands in your pocket, people aren't gonna trust you, and they're not gonna feel invited in. So I help with all that corporal expression as well, not just the studio settings. Everything that comes
Okay.
with creating authority and building impact through video.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense because your iPhone can only take you so far if, just because the shot looks good. If you don't have a little bit of coaching and some help with how to present, you're not going to be as effective. So it's nice to know that you're kind of a one stop shop when it comes to that.
Yes.
That's awesome. Okay, cool. So let's talk about the last thing then. How can people work with you if someone says, all right, I want to produce videos. I see that as a valuable thing in my business. Then, how should they contact Sarah or what are the next steps?
There's a lot of people that are dabbling in and they're not too sure. They kind of want to start learning, but searching on YouTube only takes them that far.
Mhm.
People want a more personalized experience. That's why I bring monthly workshops every month. I partnered with a brand called Exley, and we bring workshops every month, and we take a vote on what people want to see. Right now, I'm doing a series on how to get your video, your cell phone, to get the highest quality video, and then we're going to walk into editing, and then we're going to walk into how to project yourself on camera so that you elude confidence and trust and relatability. So I do the workshops. It's more personalized. I can answer your questions live. I'm also working on courses, and then one-on-ones. If you want a strategy built for you, I've helped brands grab their first 5 paying clients on Instagram, grow their following by 33%. I recently did this at the end of last year, and just through video content strategy. So if you want a more personalized experience, I do the one-on-one coaching as well.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So just kind of reflecting that back, it sounds to me like you have options for someone who wants to do it themselves, like you're working on courses, someone who wants you to do it with them in the form of workshops. You also have done for you, where you can kind of just help them actually produce this and get new clients that way.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. All right. Good deal. Well, that sounds great. If you want to get in touch with Sarah, if you're looking into offering video content in your own business, you see that as a valid way of being able to grow your business, but you're just not sure how to do it or you don't want to do it alone, Sarah's a great resource for you. So you can get in touch with her either by DMing her right here inside the community, or just connect with her on LinkedIn, and you can kind of take it from there. So, Sarah, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to chat with me today.
No, thank you, Andrew, for highlighting us. Thank
All
you.
right. Talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.